There on cat out. Profi spots Empty. That's a decent amount of damage done, which will force him back and also maybe make Ibiza step up and moving into a position, and that kind of bait and switch like that. Profi is actually getting rather aggressive.
He's chomping
here.
at the bit here. Look at this.
They'll be able to hear this though. If he doesn't know Ibby's there, he'll give him the information.
Yeah, but Nerf's got his back as well. Like, Nerf's got a really nice angle. Jeems, I guess, could be a problem. It's if one gets behind them, Ibby's in trouble.
Where's he been shot from
down
there?
very, very low. It looks like Cloud9 are finding angles on him. Look how surrounded he is. Profi is waiting. Profi says hello and says goodbye. Ibby outdoes him. Straight up punish. Waits for the reflex coming from Cloud9, but they best him. Cloud9 still at 3 standing as Team Liquid look a little worse for wear. It definitely is. No one wants to move. They want the wipe, and Samty's still there. The remainders of Liquid are certainly feeling the pressure. And for Cloud9, they want the kills, and they also want to get out of Pochinki because they've got other things to do. Liquid, in theory, don't have much to lose. They're in a very good spot. If anything, they're there just to completely annoy Cloud9, and they're doing more than that. Jeems just not only confirmed on lows, but he knocked the other, and this is just him going now. He wants aggression, and he's getting it.
I mean, last night, he were giving some serious banter on the timeline. This would be fantastic if he knocked out 3 members of Cloud9, especially in the position they're in. Remember, these are the ones that need the points. Liquid have been having a beautiful day so far, which has given them that momentum and that buffer to be able to do whatever they wanted.
I want to stay on board with Nerf right now. I want to see what happens with him. He's the last man alive. Did they go too deep? This is too much. I think, again, they got so focused on the short term, they forgot about the long term. All these rotations are coming in. There's so little available. Everyone's trying to fight for that small bit of room. But Nerf upstairs holding his breath. Jeems is downstairs as well. Nades come in and the nades land. It's Samty's there. And Liquid, as I said, annihilate Cloud9. That is going to hurt a lot of those North American hearts out there. It looks so good to start with, but Liquid have nothing to gain apart from pride, technically. Everyone's looking for where teams are, making a couple of notes here and there, I can imagine, but shoot to kill, losing out on Adam. Hello? Hello?
He took him out in midair.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God, what was that?
What are NIP up to?
What was that?
You said it, the Blue Bees aren't in much of a better position either. They also have the similar problem.
There is a potential that they dug their own grave here. There's a saying of you poke the bear, you get the claws. They took down Zampa earlier on, and they left him in that position with his teammates. So he's been able to get him back up. They've got themselves back together. They've grouped up as a team of 4 as well. They'll hold him at gunpoint on this edge here.
They certainly will. Sharky, fragging power galore, this man. 8 times on that mini, gonna do very well here. And I think they've got a very good consideration as to where the Blue Bees will be coming from, as AHQ gonna get to work as well. It's everyone eyes towards them. As soon as those shots came in, as soon as those smokes came up, you can see everyone's attention being drawn over, and there it goes. We're down to just 1 left for the Blue Bees. Everyone who is on the outskirts is really struggling, and SDK are seeing all this go down. They're in no better position. If anything, just a little later.
Because AHQ have a compound, they have some sort of a line of sight here, which gives them the elevated area in order to shoot. Elo goes down, Zampa finds him, NA on NA. Oh, random shot from Incognito though. That's
Where was that?
Bloody decent bit of distance
like
there. That's the yeah, that's the little 4-stack compound just off to the right-hand side of prison.
They've got height, so they can actually lay down a good bit of fire, and they're stealing kills too, which is great for them. Couple of points coming in.
Circle does not do any favors for tempo. I don't know what they're going to be looking like. That'll be Zampa's 2nd knock now, so the next time is pretty much dead. You ain't getting up from that one.
No.
Oh, and 8 times an AWM. Hello.
Well, that would be very tasty.
Hulk could do with it. Get himself up there and maybe do some damage to the Rangers, because
the Rangers are being a real roadblock for any team coming out of Lipovka. They've been a real nuisance piece.
That's the problem. Again, we mentioned it, getting out of Lipovka. It's a nightmare in itself, but when you've got a team holding you back so hard, that AWM could do some damage though, pick it up. Starlord didn't do much with it yesterday. Maybe his teammate can do something now. Grab it, go to work. Maluk goes down, rather unfortunate. He's confirmed as well.
They've tried so many options here. Tempo Storm know there are very few areas available, so they've tried to split themselves up. Sharky's out there with, I think, your boy Dre as well. They're going to be suffering a lot of pressure coming in. Sharky is still alive, but for how long? How long can he hold on to this? He's taken down one of the AHQ players, CC. Your boy Dre got knocked. I don't think he's dead, but I don't know how much cover he can get to before the revive could potentially come out. It's not. He's been found, so now the 2 remaining members of Tempo Storm are quite split, and Sharky has so many players in front of him.
Entus, they're getting ready for the NIP walkover. They finally come out, the ninjas. Speaking of ninja, hiding behind a rock. There's one, there's two. Third one lingering the back lines. The call will come through now, and his teammates should be able to maybe press up and now hold NIP back. They have to be aware, though, the Aerowolves are also coming out. NIP's down just like that. Split between two teams. As soon as they make a move, they had a great compound. We'll see as she shifts in now. No, okay, Incognito, they've got to come out from that compound, but they sent Insight up front and center, so he'll be able to sniff out a little ridge, a dip, a divot, a tree line, whatever, get themselves in this. And to be honest, VSG, Entus, and Crystal Luster, and potentially even Rangers,
they're all going northern side here.
If Incognito could get lucky, and maybe they could fight to one another.
It's a very scary gun. It's big, it's green, and it's mean, and it's Hulk holding it, also living up to all of those descriptive words. So the Rangers do have to be a little aware that there's a big, big factor there that could maybe hinder them, but they're being aggressive and they're going all together. They're not going to be slowing down. You can see the shots coming through. Long DD going to prepare himself for what's coming. He's going to hear these shots in the background. The nades come out. Hulk has to be aware. They have to play this smart. The nade did work. That finds one of the Rangers. This slows them down, and now Crossfire comes in from Incognito. The Rangers try to make a play. They'd stopped that Lipovka team, which is VSG from earlier on, and now they're suffering at their hands, but the third party could happen. But it looks like VSG want to get aggressive on this. They're pushing back down towards the south. They're pushing down towards the Rangers. This could be insanity.
Well, I mean, they've already been split, and they realise that another player's been taken out. If they commit to the res as well, you're down to one player to hold the line. Mintiel, unfortunately, will fall. So the Rangers, from having a four-man stack, are down to one man. What can he do? Probably not too much. If Ronan manages to land this shot, that'll be them going out, and unfortunately,
it's Incognito to do it too.
Not been able to do a great deal there. They had so much time, so much room. Maybe you could say they could have pushed up north, attacked a team from behind, did some damage onto them, picked up some points, but they're gone.
4 teams remain. We have a lot of 4-man squads too. That's the scary one. You have CL, North, I guess West-ish. They've got some nice ground to work off. ENF, Entus, good ground in the northeast. VSG, not so much so. They have to fight it, but Incognito have the entirety of the south. But the ground they're working with, not ideal. A little light on the cover. You can see them trying to toy with what they have remaining. But still, some very, very scary teams still up in the northern side. Very little keeping them safe. And you can see now Crystal Luster catching a glimpse of Incognito as they have to make their way a little further forward, being forced into the sights of the other teams.
Remember, Incognito have not have to do a massive amount of work here so far, so they'll have the utility. They'll be able to build themselves a smoke wall. The circle has gone their way. Hulk knocking on the door. And she realizes that Entus are just lingering in the distance. VSG could really use these points to send them flying up the table.
It's coming in. CL are helping out, and VSG suddenly come in. They're trying to completely combine to take down Entus. Yak's just fallen, and look at CL aggression. They heard the fight going on. It's go time, but can they spot out the players? They're laying in the grass. They're being cautious, and it looks like they haven't seen them just yet. Crystal Luster has to be careful. They can't overstep. They can't be lackluster in focus. They have to be so cautious everywhere they go, because now suddenly they've been folded on. How are VSG still alive here?
But the thing is, by them going down to a different team, it alerts them that there are VSG members still kicking it and lingering around, and not many of them. Incognito decided to get in the middle of the map. This is a good read from them, and they're being preemptive and very proactive.
I don't think CL can push VSG comfortably and clear that out without exposing themselves to Incognito. Incognito, as much as they are playing a little from the low ground, are good on the circle. VSG, however, do have to worry about Incognito. They definitely have line of sight, but there's Incognito finding one of the players from CL. This is nice aggression. Long DD looking for a way to alleviate some of that pressure, but there's no easy angles to work with. They're trying to create walls of cover with these smokes.
It's a really good extension, but here are the party spoilers. VSG from behind. They finally come out of the shack, finds one, doesn't connect with the second. 15 kills in the bag.
Huge play.
Long DD is absolutely having a beautiful day. Can he put a 5th one on the board?
He's looking for it. He's trying as best he can. We still have the 3 teams alive. You're going to have to be careful. Incognito are going to be the spoilers to both parties here. Oh, that blue is going to hurt. Oh, Long DD goes down. That's a devastating bit of play coming out. Maybe just fumbling a little, being so scared to work forward. But by seeing that in the kill feed, VSG are capitalizing. We got 1 man alive, and he is being a real pain to both teams. How is he still doing this?
If he manages to pick up another member of Crystal, that's not only a placement factor, but it's another point in the bag, so...
Oh, Ronan.
These... Oh, go on, 2 versus 1, do it.
There it is. as soon as you move forward. It looks like Crystal Luster are done for, they are, and now let's look at who remains. It's the one-man band against 3 of Incognito. Surely he can't do any more. He's being surrounded. You got Ronan on one side, you got another on the other. He's got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and Incognito put themselves in the spotlight.
The Aussies coming out big. That's exactly what they needed. They held the compound for a while, but they didn't stay in it. They didn't rest on the laurels, and I'm a big fan of that. They decided to go forward.